Hello everyone, thank you for being here. This is Goose Auto Works, and this is what we're doing today. So kicking things off, we're going to start by removing this F-150 emblem on the left. So I'm going to heat it up with my heat gun to help soften up the adhesive on the back and get underneath it with a plastic pry tool. You could also use dental floss or fishing line or something like that to get behind it, but this is what I'm doing. And I put tape across the face of it just to keep the orientation together in case I wanted to reuse it on something. Didn't really work out, but that was the idea behind that. And so right now I'm just going after it with a plastic razor blade and some PB blaster. If you have an eraser wheel or something like that, that would work faster, but this is what I had on hand and I knew that it worked. So it takes a little bit longer, but that's not always necessarily a bad thing. You know, limits your chance of messing something up, and you can just be careful as you're going along. But again, if you have another chemical or a eraser wheel or something like that, that would make pretty quick work of it as well. Moving on to that center emblem, it actually has adhesive and some clips and pins, so you won't be able to get behind it with any kind of line. You will need to use some pry tools. Keep in mind this is an aluminum tailgate, so just be careful when you're prying it off. After that, you can go ahead and finish assembling your applique with the letters that it comes with. Be careful, don't force anything to go in, but it should all fit in there just fine. And once you do so, you can go ahead and secure it all from the back using the screws that come with the kit. Again, be careful. There's no reason to over tighten these things or anything. You don't want to break it. It should all hold just fine. After doing that, I'm going to hit all the edges with an adhesion primer that comes with the kit before putting down the double-sided mounting tape. And after doing the tape, when removing the liner for it, just go slow. It was trying to lift the tape on me and kind of stretch it out in some areas as well. But after doing that, I am adding some more of that primer around the edges of the tape before putting glue in the center of the applique. For the glue, there's really no right or wrong way to do it. Just apply it in as many areas as you can. It's basically just some added assurance that the applique will stay mounted. After doing that, it would help if you had two people to do this part, but as you'll see, I do it just fine by myself, getting that lined up and then pressed on. After fully pressing it into place, I'm just going to tape around all the edges, and that's going to make sure that it stays fully secure to the tailgate while everything dries, as well as prevent it from sliding down and sagging while everything sets up. Alright everybody, so that's going to pretty much do it for today's video. And the applique has been on the truck for the past 6-7 months, something like that. The last 3 of which have been 100+ degree heat every single day here in Central Texas, but hasn't melted, hasn't fallen off, been holding up fine, so that's good. But there are a few things I would like to have seen different, or I would change if I could. One is, I wish that they gave you a wider contact area on the backside to apply the mounting tape, because effectively you're only working with a tiny little bit. They give you a wide piece of tape, but a lot of that's not really actually sticking to anything or nothing of importance. So like I said, it has been holding on fine, so I guess it's not a big deal, but that would just be, I guess, added assurance and peace of mind. Second thing is, it is black. And what I mean by that is none of the trim on a Raptor is actually black. It's basically, the closest I could come up with is Ford's magnetic gray. That's paint code J7. So I will be painting that at some point to match a little bit better. And the biggest thing though is I don't like that it says Raptor on it. I get why that is there, but I don't like calling this truck something it's not. Generally, I am not a fan of up-badging of any kind. So although I do plan on doing a full Raptor swap to this truck, that's just something that I just wish wasn't there. And the only reason I haven't taken it off is I don't want to potentially damage anything in the process. I've debadged other things before, but I just don't know the integrity of this plastic. I don't know what's underneath. I don't want it to stretch or discolor or peel or anything like that. So I've just left it alone. And in all honesty, it's pretty unnoticeable for the most part, unless you're just right up on it or, you know, looking for it. But again, just something that I would change if I could. But if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please like this video if this install helped you out. And if you're interested in seeing that Raptor swap or the Lightning swap going on my other truck, or work that I have planned for my Mustang or anything else, subscribing to the channel would be a good way to make sure you don't miss out on that. So please subscribe if that interests you at all, and if you'd like to show your support in that way. But other than that, I think that's going to be it, and I will see you guys in the next one.